What's up, guys? How's it going? Bringing you guys a game of Conquest on the canal map using the Little Bird. This will be some Little Bird gameplay. The whole game is Little Bird fun. I believe I stay in this thing the whole damn game. And cap flags with it and all that good stuff. I'm going to give you guys some tips with it. The perks or specs or whatever the hell you want to call it I'm running with this thing are stealth, the guided missile, and flares. And I'll go over, what perks you want to use right there. Actually, we get hit. You got to be careful if teammates are hanging out the side shooting rockets. Sometimes it'll do damage, but luckily I got someone to repair. And first of all, first thing I want to start out with, because I just went back and checked, because I had a feeling, but I wasn't for sure. So in Bad Company 2, if you flew the choppers, and you ran on the default settings, so you never change any of the settings for the choppers, it's all default. What you're gonna want to run in this game is Legacy. For some reason, the Legacy ones are the default in Bad Company 2. So when I first got this game, I found it really difficult to fly because they switched everything around, but when I put it to Legacy, it felt just like Bad Company 2, and I actually went back and checked, and the default controls are the same as the Legacy controls on this game. So that's something you're going to want to watch out for if you did use the default, or the default controls in Bad Company 2. And they're the same in this if you use Legacy, and it really helps you out for flying. The only difference it is, though, between flying the choppers in this and in Bad Company 2 is I actually like how it is now. I could do certain things that I couldn't do in Bad Company 2. You can't circle strafe as good, but well, you can, but it's a little bit tricky. But basically, the big difference between them is in this game they have no auto stabilize, so if you kind of tilt it to the right all the way, in Bad Company 2 it would slowly correct you back so you're level again. In this game it won't, and if you actually tilt so far like to the right or the left, it won't even let you come out of it, and you'll just smash into the ground. I see people do it all the time. It's pretty funny. But yeah, so as far as just flying the choppers and stuff, if you have completely no clue how to fly the choppers, I would recommend getting Bad Company 2 and getting Onslaught mode, and you play the desert map, Atacama Desert, and you get a chopper in the first base, and you can just fly around. They got tanks for you to shoot at, and unlimited people for you to shoot at, and that's how I learned how to fly, actually. And in Bad Company 2, in the beginning, I would never touch choppers because I was like, instantly crash and stuff. But if you don't have that option to practice in Onslaught mode in Bad Company 2, what you're gonna want to do is, like, right when you get into the chopper, so you don't instantly crash it, is just don't press anything and just fly it straight up in the air as high as it can possibly go, and then you want to slightly feather the controls, like what I'm doing right here. See, I capped flags throughout this whole game with this damn thing, and it's kill people off the flag like that. But yeah, you just want to feather it like I'm doing right here, feathering the gas when I'm doing this, though. But yeah, when if you're complete noob with the chop, you're definitely going to want to just, right when you take off, is just fly as high as you can in the air, and then gently move the joysticks around to kind of figure out how things work. But and again, if you're in the default, you're going to want to run Legacy. So take this guy out with the gun. But yeah, I really like the Little Bird. It's my favorite vehicle in the game by far, and it's my most used vehicle. I think just with this Little Bird alone, I got almost 300, and I got 100 or so with the other one, because on this map, the Americans spawn with 2 and the Russians only spawn with 1. I think they did that because to balance it out, the Russians get heavy tanks, and on my side, the U.S. side, they only get like labs and stuff, and that one thing that takes hella rockets to kill. I forget what it's called, but I'm using guided rockets with the Little Bird, and that's all I use. I have all the unlocks for the Little Bird. I still haven't tried a couple of them out, like there's a laser painter thing or something. I don't know what it is, but ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I used the guided missile, and in this game I was running stealth, but I don't use that anymore. Now I use the air radar. Right there, I get the jammer. This is an old game, but trying to cap this B flag back. This game actually is closed for a lot of the game, and I pretty much just do cap flags with this damn thing. And I got my buddy Rob was sitting in here repairing for me the whole game, and he was loving it because, you know, some people might say like, oh, I'm making these guys do this. I don't make them do it. My friend Rob actually and Mac, they like it because they get unlocks while I do this shit. They get hell of assist points while I'm sitting in here doing this. So my friend Rob, he ended up getting like flares, stealth, and heat seekers all this game just from sitting passenger. So if you're struggling, like you're really struggling with them and you want to get unlocks, just sit in someone's and just repair it, because you can repair it while you're in it, but unfortunately it doesn't give you points for repairing it. And I've actually noticed a lot of people use this tactic, and that's also a big reason why I don't use the heat seekers and I use the guided missile, because with the guided missile I can take out tanks and stuff, and it's really good. And you see me using it right here. It takes a while to lock on, and it takes a while for it to reload, so you're gonna want to make big passes. Oh, we almost crashed there, but my friend saved it. He just stayed in it and repaired it, and stuff. And another thing, when you crash to the ground like that, something that I've learned over time, because again this is an older game, is try not to panic. And I found the best thing to do is not even press anything and just let the chopper settle down, and then you could get out of it easier. And that's what I've been doing. Right here I got my buddy repairing constantly, because pretty much what happens is when I do this, they get tired of getting killed by me, so they all start breaking out the stingers. And if you guys could hear it, I'm pretty much get locked on this whole game, and I have to deploy my flares, and I just immediately lock on because I got multiple enemies trying to shoot stingers at me. And you know, I got my friend ready to repair. I think you got to repair it to 100% or you're still smoking. And getting shot up right here. This is where I make a mistake by backing up like this. You don't want to do it, but then he screws up and does it to himself. You never want to be below the chopper you're fighting. You always want to have the height advantage, and because they usually end up doing shit like that. I actually end up doing it this game, and spoiler alert, the only times I die is by the other chopper, so that's why I run the air radar, just so I can see it coming up on me and I know where it's at. So so I don't die by it. I find that's the most that I get killed by if I don't have anyone in this repairing. And also my buddy Max shooting javelins out the side and taking out tanks, and we do this quite often actually. And like I was saying in my last video, how the support, you could throw ammo on the little bird. So what we were doing, I didn't do it in this game. This game I was running recon for some reason. But what you could do, what I've been doing, is either spawning as a medic or support and throwing ammo or health on the little bird itself, because you do take damage when you're in this, like your soldier does, because people shoot at you and shit. And you know, that sometimes that can be the most effective way to take out someone in a little bird, is just pulling out a light machine and just spraying at the pilot, because a guy in there repairing can't help it. Most people ain't gonna think of throwing a health on it, and I rarely do it anyways, but sometimes we throw the ammo. So my buddy Mac got a whole bunch of javelins, and works out pretty good. I usually lock on with the guided missile, turn to the side, and then he'll lock on with the javelin and take him out. So you know, it works out pretty good, and the javelin seems to be more consistent at hitting from when you're above them and whatnot. But you could either use the javelin or the whatchamacallit. I guess you could use stingers too if you wanted to, or the RPG. But you do got to be careful when you're firing it, because it can hit the inside of the chopper, and it'll take you down to 50% health. And I've had people do that to me and then hop out, like randoms and stuff. It can pretty much just destroy your helicopter, so it kind of sucks. And come out here in another spawn and take out this guy because he's shooting at me. And it's real good taking these guys out. I usually prioritize myself taking these guys out over their heavy tanks, just because they seem to shoot at me more than the heavy tanks. But yeah, I usually just shoot a guided missile at them, shoot a burst with the machine gun on here. Usually that burst will disable it, and then by that time my guided missile is coming right in and I'll get the kill. Or sometimes my guided missile will hit like the windshield or something and kill them. But what are you gonna do? And come back over here and cap B, because well, you gotta still support the team when you're flying. At least I try to. I still try to cap flags and stuff when I'm flying. Not so much in the jets, but you know, if I'm fucking around in the jets and we need flags capped, I fly my ass over a flag and hop out and cap it. But taking these guys out while I'm capping the B flag, trying to shoot stingers at me and shit. And supposedly they're nerfing the stingers. I wonder what they're gonna do with it. I think that, I don't know, just cut down on the range, because nothing more that I hate is getting locked on by a stinger by a guy in their deployment and I'm across the map. It's a little annoying. It should definitely not have the range that it has. But you know, that's how it is. And yeah, sometimes it's a pain in the ass when you got multiple enemies using stingers. I've had instances in the Little Bird actually where like 6 people all shot stingers at the same time and we all just instantly died. There was nothing that you could do. It was just instant death. It was just like boom, 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 dead. And it was pretty funny though. I don't think it happens in this game, but yeah, it doesn't. But I really like the Little Bird. It's really good. A lot of fun. Definitely my most fun vehicle to use. And definitely takes some practice getting used to just flying in general. So you know, you got to get that onslaught mode if you never really flied before, and it doesn't take too long. I think I like fucked with it for like about a half an hour in onslaught mode, and you know, I got the hang of it. I could actually fly around with not crashing constantly, because I still make mistakes and I still crash. I always hit those poles on the maps. With the jets and with the choppers, it seems like they don't pop up right away. I always run into them. I always feel silly. But what are you gonna do? I'm getting locked on constantly with flares. And I tried that ECM jammer and it just doesn't seem like it works. So I gotta look more into it and see what's up with that. And it doesn't seem like it works. But I don't use the heat seekers again because everyone got flares now. And I don't even really use heat seekers with the jets anymore. I just stick with rocket pods, take them out with the main gun. If you get good with that main gun, it's not a big deal. It seems like it's more of a pain in the ass to take them out with the... Ooh, almost crashed there. I do crash. I think we get out of it. But yeah, I stopped using heat seekers. They don't work as well as they did. Everybody got flares now, and you know, you can't shoot one rocket and let them deploy their flares and then relock on. But a lot of the times, if they're at range, they'll get their flares back before your second rocket can even get them. And right here's where I screw up. And he had the complete height advantage on me and ended up finally dying there. That lasted a while. 25-1 so far. And I got this part sped up because I was like, fuck it, dude. I want another Little Bird. Because, I don't know, I just feel very helpful when I use the Little Bird on this map. Because I could do it. I could cap flags, I could kill infantry like it's nothing, and I could take out tanks. So, and get them around the map quickly. I also drop my squad mates above flags when they need to. So, I feel very, very valuable on this map with the Little Bird. And this guy tried to do some cheap, dirty tactic, waiting for me to spawn. But no. That ain't gonna happen. I take your ass out instantly at close range with this thing. And you know, it's pretty funny. Oh, right here I'm like, fuck, spawning me, repair my shit, and someone actually ends up doing it. But it's pretty funny because like I said, I don't use heat seekers anymore. I use the guided missiles so I can take out tanks. And it's funny when I come up against other choppers, they always lock onto me with their heat seekers. So what I do is I just keep flying at them. And, you know, will let my flares off, and then by the time I get pretty close to them, I'm in really good range to shoot at them with the main machine gun and just take them out instantly. And my friends always laugh. They're all like, dude, they always try to lock on with you, and you just destroy them with the machine gun, like, really quick. And it's like, I don't know. People just want to use their heat seekers because it is easier. And it was when the game first came out, and everyone got flares, so I don't even bother with them too much anymore. And especially on the little bird, run that guided missile all day. But you know, I still haven't tried all the unlocks out yet. But my favorite setup definitely with this chopper is air radar, flares, and the guided missile. And apparently they're gonna fix the guided missile and the jet. I guess there is a problem with it. I remember in my jet tutorials, all that shit's worthless because it never works. And I guess there is a problem with it, so they're gonna fix it. So maybe it'll work again. Because I remember seeing beta footage of it, and it looked like it was really good. But when the game came out, or at least now, it just doesn't seem to work. And I think I've only gotten one vehicle disabled with it, and I used it for quite a while. I remember when I was going through the jet unlocks and stuff. And I still got to bring you guys a chopper tutorial, but I haven't unlocked all the attachments yet, or all the unlocks and the attack choppers. I actually have all the unlocks for all the vehicles except for the last tank unlock, which I'm like only a few thousand points away, I'm pretty sure, to get, which is also pretty cool. I forget what it's like, the CITV station. And basically what it is a third seat in your tank that you could lock on like the SOFLAM, and if the driver of the tank has guided missiles, you can lock on to air vehicles, and it's pretty cool. Me and my buddy Mac, because my buddy Mac has it, and he'll lock on and I'll take out choppers with the guided missile on the tank, and it's pretty cool. I got to bring you guys some gameplay of that. And it is actually very useful. He also likes it because he always gets a seat in the tank. You know, if there's two people in it, he gets that third seat to hop in. Unfortunately, though, if he's in your tank, you can't hop in the third seat. Only the person who has the perk can do it. At least that's from what we've learned so far. But yeah, I almost have all the unlocks with the attack chopper. I think all I need is the guided rocket and the TV missile. Right there, I get taken out by that other little bird because we didn't even know he was there, and he just completely got us because of it. And same time as the first time I died, just did not know he was there, and you know, and that's what got us done for. We're right here taking these guys out, and he's actually trying to shoot at me, but if you could see, it looks like he's repairing. Is he repairing? No, he's not repairing. I notice people repair a lot. I've killed like 5 people out of a little bird still in the air before, because it takes so long sometimes, because there'll be guys in there repairing and like respawning in it to keep repairing, and it takes a while to take them out when they're repairing. But I got people in my shit repairing, so it evened out, came out to whoever had the height advantage pretty much. And that's the thing, when you spawn on this map, you kind of want to go after their chopper first. That's good, because the other chopper is going to be your biggest threat, second to stingers. And if you don't have someone in repairing, stingers are going to get you eventually. They always do. They have such a ridiculous like lock-on range. They're always going to be locking on to you. And it seems like when you fly behind stuff, it doesn't even really like. They need to make it so when you fly behind something like a building, they got to relock on with the stingers. It does it sometimes, because I've used the stingers here and there. It does it sometimes, but a lot of the times they will let you stay unlocked even when they fly behind shit. But that's how it goes, and they are going to nerf them. I'm kind of curious to see what they do to them, because they are kind of annoying. Especially like when I want to fly a jet or a chopper or something, and the whole game it's just beeping noises. And you know, with the jet it's a little bit easier to get out of. I don't even use my flares a lot of the time. With the jet, you just turn on your afterburners and fly to the outside of the map, and you lose them every time. But it's just annoying hearing that goddamn beeping sound the whole game, and I wish you could turn it down, but you can't. But the game's coming to an end right here, and I hope you guys learned some things for using the little bird. And final score 39-2. Yeah, 39-2, 6,900 points, or no, 9,600 points, whatever. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this game. Real long video, but yeah, peace. Have a good one.